Hey there, my name is Enrique Speitia, and today we are going to make a Unity tutorial to help you build better Unity games. Today we're covering two extremely useful systems that can be applied to tons of games. A collectible system with UI and a basic shooting system with visual particle effects. Whether you're making a platformer, a top-down shooter, or an RPG, these are foundational mechanics you'll want in your toolkit. So, let's get started with part 1, building a collectible system. Let's start with a new Unity 2D project. First, let's create a simple player object. In Hierarchy, right-click, 2D object, Sprite, Square, name it Player. Add Rigibody 2D so it can interact with physics. Add a Box Collider 2D so it can detect collisions. Now we'll create a collectible object. Right-click, to the object, Sprite, Circle, name it Collectible. Add a Circle Collider 2D and make sure to check its trigger. Also make sure your player is tagged as player. You can do this in the inspector using the tag dropdown. This will be important later when we detect collisions. Let's make our collectible actually work. In the scripts folder, create a new C# script called collectible. Open it in Visual Studio or your code editor. We want it to disappear when the player touches it and add to the player's score. Type the following code. This checks if the object that entered the trigger has a player tag, and if so, it adds 1 to the score and destroys the collectible. To keep track of the score, we'll need a central script. Create a new game object in your scene and call it Game Manager. Then, create a script called Game Manager and attach it. Here's the full code. This uses the singleton pattern to make the Game Manager globally accessible. The add score method increases the score and updates the on-screen text. Let's now create a user interface to show the score. Right-click in the hierarchy, UI, Canvas. Inside the canvas, add a UI, text object, or TextMesh Pro if you're using TMP. Change the text to score 0, increase the font size, align it top left, and give it a nice font and color. Rename it to ScoreText. Drag and drop the ScoreText UI element in the ScoreText field on the Game Manager script in the inspector. Play the scene now, and you should see your score increase when you touch collectibles. And that wraps up the first half of our tutorial. We now have a collectible item that disappears when touched, a working user interface score display, a central game manager to keep everything in sync. This is a great base you can expand into coins, pickups, keys, or even health packs. Next up, sharing mechanics and particles. Let's jump into part 2. Let's start by making a bullet. Right-click, to the object, Sprite, Circle, rename it Bullet. Add a Circle Collider 2D and check its trigger. Create a script called Bullet and attach it to the bullet. Here's the script. Make it into a prefab by dragging it into the prefabs folder. Now we can instantiate it dynamically. Create an empty game object as a child of the player and name it Firepoint. Position it in front of your player. Now create a new script called Player Shooting and attach it to your player. Assign the prefab and Firepoint to the inspector. Press play and press spacebar to fire bullets. To spice it up, let's add particle effects to the bullet. Select the bullet prefab. Right-click, Effects, Particle System. Customize the color, size, shape, and lifetime. Set the particle system to play on awake. You can also set stop action to destroy if you want the particles to clean up after playing. Now, when you shoot, Your bullets will have a cool trail or flash. Now let's add interaction. Create an object called enemy. Add a box collider to the and tag it as an enemy. Back in Bullet C# script, add. Now, your bullets will destroy enemies on contact. And that brings us to the end of today's tutorial. Let's recap what we built. A collectible item system with collision detection. A UI that tracks score. A player shooting system that instantiates bullets. Bullet collision with enemies. Particle effects for feedback. All these systems are modular and easy to expand. Try making different types of bullets or pickups next. Thanks for watching and happy coding!